Today we're going to be taking a look at the original Casper mattress and seeing how that bed compares to the Casper Nova Hybrid, which is basically the brand's more enhanced side sleeper hybrid mattress. Hey guys, I'm JD with the Slumber Yard, and over here we review online mattresses pretty much all day long. So if you need any more information about a bed that you've been checking out within the online space recently, head on over to our website, myslumberyard.com, or check down below in the description box of this video. If you get something out of this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more. But basically how this video is going to go is I'm going to start off by covering the general policies that you're going to be getting with Casper. Then I'm going to touch on a couple similarities between the Nova and original mattress. We're going to talk about all the differences that they, contrast upon. Then I'm going to cover pricing, elements like Firmness Feel, yada, yada, yada. And then at the end, I'll even sum things up with a nice final verdict so you can ultimately determine which of these beds is going to be right for you and your situation. And hopefully this video helps you out towards your online mattress search. And without further ado, let's cover Casper versus the Nova.
At the Slumber Yard, we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
Alrighty, so right up top, just for the record, we did receive both of these mattresses for free from the brand Casper to review and tell you guys about them. And that's pretty much the case for all of our online bedding product review content that we conduct here on this channel. But in terms of policy information, what exactly you're going to be backed by when it comes to shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties with these two Casper beds? Well, for starters, both of these beds should arrive with completely free bed-in-a-box shipping, in which the mattresses will likely show up at your door stuffed inside of a big box that's around like 4 feet tall. All you got to do is just drag that thing into your home and with the help of a friend unbox and unpackage your brand new mattress, which is relatively easy and kind of fun to do altogether. Now, once the beds are unpackaged and in your possession, you also get a 100-night trial period with both. And this is basically your time to see if these two Casper beds are going to be right for you and your overall sleep setup. And if they're not, for whatever reason, you do get completely free returns within that trial period time frame. But just know Casper as a brand does ask you to try out their mattresses for at least 30 full nights before you initiate the whole returns process, just so you can really develop a real opinion about the beds within a nice chunk of time before you want to send them back. Now, in the case that you do want to keep them, which I think should be the general consensus for a lot of folks out there, as these beds are quite nice, Casper is a great reputable brand that a lot of people trust. These beds are backed by 10-year warranties, which is pretty much the standard for the online mattress space. And if you need any more information about the policies that I just went over, check down below in the description. We should have some helpful links for you to look at down there. So that's all the policy stuff that you need to be somewhat aware of, but now let's talk about construction, which is one of the main differences between these two mattresses. So the Casper Original is an all foam bed by default, and that means it'll probably work out best in the end for petite and medium-sized individuals. If you're heavier, you should probably look into a hybrid bed as opposed to an all foam one, just because the coils within hybrid models should offer you a little bit more long-term support and durability. Now, the Casper Nova mattress is a hybrid bed by default, which means it does include those pocketed coils for support instead of dense foam. And this means it should work out for all body types just fine and could be the more suitable option for heavier people over a long duration of time. This bed also features an additional layer of foam with some Zone Support Pro tech in it. I'll cover that more in depth here in a bit. But since these two beds have completely different constructions, they also feature slightly different feels. The Casper Original has a pretty straightforward neutral foam feel. Simply put, it just feels like a comfy foam bed that practically anyone could get down with, and that's partly why it's one of the most popular online bed-in-a-box options out there. Now, the Casper Nova also has a pretty accommodating neutral foam feel, but it's much more soft and pressure relieving in general. It's actually specifically designed for side sleepers, so it's got a really soft feel to help accommodate your shoulders and hips when you're on your side at night. Since the Nova is going to be softer innately than the original mattress from Casper, they're also going to differ a bit in terms of firmness. The Casper Nova sits at right around a medium soft on our scale, so it should be a solid choice for most side and combination sleepers out there. The Casper Original, on the other hand, sits at a proper medium on our scale. It's actually such a medium that we use it to judge other medium firmness profiles within online options, so that's something cool to know. And that means it should be a great option for all sleeper types, whether you like to sleep on your back, your side, your stomach, or a combination of the three, you should be set. And as a side note, if you're kind of unsure as to what firmness you really prefer within beds, A bed with a medium firmness is always just a neutral and safe way to go. But if both of those firmness levels are just sounding a little bit off to you and your preferences, that's fine, because Casper as a brand does have some other models to choose from as well. They offer the Element Pro now, which is basically a budget-friendly Casper mattress. They also have the Casper Original Hybrid, which basically just swaps out the dense support foam within the Casper Original for coils and makes it a more supportive option for heavier folks. And they also have the Casper Wave Hybrid, which is the brand's most premium and top-tier option. Those options, all that I listed, are great options worth your consideration as well. We'll try to link them all down below in the description box if you're interested. Now, in terms of X factors for the Casper Original and the Casper Nova Hybrid, the main one has to do with their zone support features. This basically means that they're both designed to be a little bit more supportive in the middle of the beds for your lower back and trunk, while offering the other areas of your body more pressure relief. You might not even notice that these zone support elements are even there when you first hop on these beds, but they could help you if you maybe suffer from something like chronic back pain. Now, the Nova Hybrid has a much more pronounced zone support system, and they actually call it Zone Support Pro. And this basically means that one of the transition layers within the bed have all these little cutouts and actually 7 different zones to kind of help out with keeping your back more neutrally aligned at night. So something definitely worth your consideration. There's a lot that goes into zone support, especially when it comes to Casper, and we'll try to have some helpful content down below in the description for you. At this point in the comparison, it's time to cover pricing. So how much are you going to be paying up for these Casper beds? And just so you guys know, pricing within the online space does change quite often. So as of when you're watching, it may be a little bit different, but check in the description box to see whatever's current. But as of when I'm recording, you should be looking at paying around $1,300 MSRP for a Casper queen size. But after discount, which you should be able to find in the description box of this video, you should be looking at paying a little over the $1,150 mark, somewhere in there. But again, check in the description box to see whatever's current. As far as the Nova Hybrid goes, since this is more of a top tier option from Casper, you're going to be paying a little bit more of a premium for it. But again, we should have some discounts with Casper to help you out with all that pricing. And if you do use those discounts, it actually helps to support us hardworking folks over here at the Slumber Yard, which we really appreciate. But you know, that's pretty much going to sum it up for this comparison. I think whether you go the route of the original Casper or the Nova Hybrid, you're getting a quality bed. I think it just really comes down to what type of sleeper you are, but let's give you a final verdict. When it comes to this comparison, I would say check out the Nova Hybrid. If you want a supportive hybrid mattress that's softer for side sleepers and you want the more pronounced zone support system in your bed, and then look into the Casper Original if you're just looking for a safe all foam pick for all sleeper types with a neutral foam feel that's around a medium and you want the more affordable option for you after discount. But that's pretty much going to sum it up for this one, and that's just our take on it. What's yours when it comes down to this comparison? Which option are you going to choose between the two? Write us down below in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Again, if you need any more information, full written reviews, other comparisons with these beds, and of course, you know, discounts to help save you some money on them, check in the description box. We should have a lot more helpful content for you down there. If you found this video helpful towards your online mattress search, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up on this video. You know, consider subscribing to the channel for more. But that's pretty much going to do it for this one. Again, I'm JD with the Slumber Yard. Hopefully you're doing well out there, and like always, sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.
You've been watching my Slumber Yard. My Slumber Yard. My Slumber Yard. Slumber Yard. Come on now. My Slumber Yard. Like and subscribe.